Yeah, guys, if you want to have some fitness tracking, health tracking, but you do not want to wear a smartwatch 24/7, usually charge it every day and spend a fortune on it, then I have an awesome alternate solution for you, and that's the Novaring. Here we have the Nova R, that's their basic model, but they have also some advanced models, some super stylish high-tech black, one for payment, and one even with a small LCD display. I think it's the first one in the world having LCD display. Of course, I'm still wearing a smartwatch here, but of course, especially at the beginning, I want to compare it with the Novaring. And despite a low price of only around $200, we have some really advanced specs. So these rings come with a short charging time of only 1 hour. And then the battery lasts for a full week, 7 days. And we have an impressive 5 atmospheres waterproofness. So you can do with this ring pretty much everything what you do in normal life, except maybe from scuba diving. And so I removed the plastic. You can see how nice, beautiful the case already is. So this could be also an awesome gift for somebody. And now let's open it and see what we get. So get some instructions, and here we have it finally, of course in the perfect size, because I've been ordering it including the sizing kit, which is free and helps a lot to figure out which size you need and where you want to wear it. I've tried the rings of the sizing kit almost on every finger. At the beginning, it was very obvious for me that I would wear it on my ring finger, but at the very end, I had to admit that the index finger of the left hand would be the perfect option also for me, and you can see how nicely this fits here. And so it looks like the sizing kit does an absolutely awesome job because it feels absolutely perfect here. And of course we had also some accessories in the box, especially this beautiful charging cradle and the charging cable, standard USB-A to modem USB-C, and also quick guide here and the full instructions manual. And so plug in the cable also into the charging cradle. And so yes, we have to align these pins here with the pins down underneath. So I do it here for the first time. It works super easy. You can see it has this magnet here, and we have also a charge indicator on the side. And so it's time to scan the QR code. That brings us to their website. But of course, you can also download the app directly from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. And so I install it here. By the way, it turned out that charging from the power bank was not optimal because the power consumption is very low, and so most power banks are turning off then. So it's better to charge the ring from a power brick. So let's open the app. So here's the login page. We can also sign up or even skip and use the ring directly, but of course we won't have full functionality of the app. Especially if you switch the phone or so, then probably all data is lost. So it's better to create a login. Unfortunately, sign up didn't work, so I skip it here and do it later. Now we can enter the birth date. Of course, that's not my real one. Just choosing something for the video. Step length, next, notifications. And now the most important thing, of course, to add the ring. Give the authorization, allow. And we have it already, so you can see it's super easy. Of course, I have to blur the MAC address here. So let's click on that. And so we have these different tabs on the left side: activity, recovery, daily tag, sleep, size record, heart rate, HRV, blood oxygen, stress monitoring. So you can see we can get a lot from these rings. Then some detailed recovery analysis, some detailed sleep tracking, and some mediation exercises. And here the ring again, so we can also see that it's 100% charged, ready to be used. That's probably why we had the green light already from the beginning, and so I can put it on and wear it. So let's see, can we get some measurements right away? Can we measure multiple things? No, we have to wait for the HRV. And we have already some results, blood oxygen, also result here. So we can do that for everything. what's important to know here in the Me tab, we have the option to register and log in later. So we can start with the skip and then log in later. That can definitely help. So I'm here after 2 weeks. You can see really nice ring still here. I haven't lost it. The size I've selected was very comfortable. You can see I can easily put it on, take it off, absolutely no problem. But I was really never close to lose it. So I think it was a great decision to choose the index finger here on the non-active hand. And so I've been wearing this ring pretty much 24/7, day and night, for all the sports, all the activity, except maybe from showering and some other activity in the bathroom, for example, washing my face or so. Because like with every ring, you can definitely feel that in your face, and that's not what I like. Other than that, I've been really wearing it all the time. It took all the beating, everything what I've done, and I've done really a lot. I've never been more active, I think, than in these 2 weeks. And I also never took off the ring when doing the dishes, not even when I was using soap and hot water. And I mean really super hot water, something which is definitely not recommended to do with a smartwatch. So we have a huge advantage compared to smartwatches regarding waterproofness, because we don't have any moving parts. And so it has recorded everything, like all my sleeping, all my sport exercising. I've been swimming in my pool a couple of times, doing some bike rides, having made a longer kayaking tour. And so now you want to know how it has been performed during this time. So let's start with the biggest problems first. Yeah, there were actually no big problems. So let's go to the smaller problems, and actually also not real smaller problems. I really liked it. Of course, we have to know it's not like a top-end smart ring with multiple sensors. So you have this one sensor area which is right underneath this mark here. Hope you can see that. And of course, it's highly suggested to have the sensor area down here. But sometimes, especially when you're doing some sports or so, then you can slip up and then be located here. And I've always been worried that it wouldn't measure everything accurately. By the way, the measurements are taken, I think, every 5 minutes, but reported only every 30 minutes. And that definitely helps for measurements which are maybe not totally accurate. So when the ring is moving around a little bit, it probably tries to figure out which ones were accurate and which ones were a little bit off the charts. And so it has been doing a really, really good job. Of course, when you see it up here, when you're doing some sports, you can rotate it down here. But usually I didn't care about the rotation. And whenever I checked regarding the heart rate, for example, then it showed exactly what I've been expecting. I mean, of course, I didn't do any scientific comparison or so, but that's what I'm usually doing when I check some smartwatch results. Just doing some activity and then check the chart to see if it makes sense. Usually after an activity, you know if you have been starting slow or already at high speed, and then how it went during the activity. And whatever I checked in the Novaring app, it totally made sense. And so let's check some readings here from today. You can see you get some insights regarding sleep, a lot of data regarding activity for the day, week, months, really nice overviews for everything. Then also recovery details, really a lot to read what they are saying. Very detailed analysis, more sleep information down here, exercise records, and the power consumption during exercise recording. Even when doing that for many hours, it was very moderate and didn't affect the battery runtime too much. So here, for example, the swimming, and so it represents exactly what I was doing. I've never been able to record my heart rate reliable with a smartwatch, but it looks like with this smart ring it's possible. And I've not only been swimming in the pool, I've also been swimming in the ocean, kayaking, same thing. What really impressed me right here in this area, I hope you can see that when I was accelerating for a little bit, we were going against the current, and here in this area the current was really strong. And right after that, we just returned and stopped pedaling, and it has detected that absolutely perfectly. Heart rate measurements, heart rate variation. But of course here blood oxygen and stress are only measured when you hit this button here and not 24/7. Then we can click down here with more details describing what I've been doing and what they suggest me to do. And here in the center, even more detailed sleep analysis. But of course, like with all smartwatches or probably also all other smart rings, when you're just laying in the bed, you can't sleep and you're not moving, then these devices can't detect that you are awake. And that was the same thing here. So I'm not going to blame them. Here, weekly overview, really nice monthly overview. Just make sure when you open the app and you see a blue line here, always watch here. If there's a blue line moving from left to right, then it's still syncing the data. And that usually takes a little bit longer than with a smartwatch because, of course, the CPU probably runs at a lower speed. But in general, the connectivity has been very reliable, never lost any data. I never had to reconnect or so. Just needed a few seconds and I had everything. So that's absolutely convincing. Battery life has been between 3 and 4 days depending on which options I've been selecting. And charging was really super fast and easy within around 1 hour. And I've been really tough to this ring. I can tell you, I haven't been sparing it. It took all the beating, everything I've been doing, bumped many times into some things with the ring accidentally. And yesterday when I was refilling some torches in the backyard with petroleum, I produced a large spill which also affected this ring, and I was a little bit fearing that would not be good, but it was absolutely no problem. Can't see any problems at all. I mean, of course it has some normal scratches like a normal stainless steel ring. Other than that, I really can't see any major wear and tear, and also the charging pins still working like on day one. So I would say if you're looking for a great alternate budget solution to track your health and activity, this could be an awesome thing. Novaring, this one here, Nova R, but of course also the other rings with their fancy options could be awesome. Currently trying to convince the seller to also provide me one of them so I can show you them maybe later on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. And if you're interested to get more information about these very interesting Nova rings, then just hit the link down in the description of the video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with such a Nova ring, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.